Hello everyone. So today let us go for co-sequential processing and sorting of large file. This comes under module 3 file structures. So initially we'll just go for introduction of co-sequential processing. What exactly co-sequential processing is? So it involves the coordinated processing of two or more sequential lists to produce a single output list. So what exactly happens is you will be having two or more list of records, and you are going to produce a final output list. It can be sometimes it can be a merging of list, or we can call it as union of list, or sometimes it can be matching of list or intersection of list, or other times the operation might be combination of matching and merging. So we are going to study something about a co-sequential matching process and co-sequential merging process. So let us see an object-oriented model for implementing co-sequential process. So the first thing we are going to study here is matching the names in two different lists. Suppose we want to output the names which are common to the two lists. This operation is usually called as match operation. You will be having two different lists, and the common names from each list we are going to match it, and we are going to get it in the output list, or we can call it as intersection. We assume for the moment that we will not allow duplicate keys within the list, and that the lists are sorted in the ascending order. So obviously if you want to perform the consequential match process, there should not be any duplicate keys, and also the list needs to be in the sorted order. So we will be having an algorithm for consequential matching process. So the algorithm is, if the name 1 is less than name 2. So name 1 is taken from list 1 and name 2 is taken from list 2. So if the name 1 is less than name 2, we read the next name from list 1 itself. So if the name 1 is greater than name 2, we read the next name from list 2. And if the both the names are same, we output the name, because if both names are same, we found the match. We output the name and we can read the next names from both the list. Okay, so this is the algorithm. Let us implement the algorithm. We will take a small problem and let us try to implement the algorithm. Now I have list 1, and all these are the names which are there in the list 1, and I have list 2 with all these names which are in the list 2. Now what I am going to do is, this is my algorithm. If name 1 is less than name 2, next name from list 1. If name 1 is greater than name 2, next name from list 2. And if name 1 is equal to name 2, output the name and read the next name from both the list. So I will write an output list over here. This is the output list where you will get the matched names. Okay, so we will start from here. So the name 1 I am going to take from list 1, name 2 is from list 2. So Adams and Adams both are equal, so I will write it in the output list. And then the third option I have done, when it is equal, output the name and read the next name from the both the list. So I will take it from list 1 and list 2. Both list I need to select now. So Carter and Anderson next names. So I will compare these two now. So Carter is bigger than Anderson. So how you can find out which is bigger? So obviously we need to go for alphabetical order. Or if I tell in depth, we need to see the ASCII characters of these strings. Okay, whichever is big, that will which ASCII character is big, that will be bigger than the other one. Okay, now if I consider C and A, C is bigger than A, so obviously Carter is bigger than Anderson. Okay, so name 1 is bigger than name 2. So when name 1 is bigger than name 2, next name from list 2. So what I need to do is, this will be your next name. This will be as it is. Carter we are not going to touch. Next name from list 2 we are going to compare with the Carter. So Carter is bigger than Anderson, so you are going to the next name from list 2. Now Carter is bigger than Andrews, so you are going to compare it with the next name from list 2. Carter is bigger than Beck. Once again compare it with the next name from list 2. Carter is bigger than Burns. So once again compare with the next name. So Carter is equal to Carter. Now what I need to do, I need to put it in the output list when I get a match, right? So here we, in the first step itself we got the match, we had kept it in the output list. Now Carter got the match, we kept it in the output list. Now again we need to go to the next names in the both the list. So I will compare Chin and Davis now. So Chin is less than Davis. When you get name 1 is less than name 2, next name from list 1. So I need to compare the next name, that is Davis, with the Davis itself. So this is equal. Now I will copy it over to the output list. Again go for the next one, Foster and Dempsey. So Foster and Dempsey I am going to compare, which is Foster is bigger than Dempsey. So we'll go to the second condition, next name from list 2. So Foster is compared with the Gray. Now Foster is less than Gray. So what will happen? Next name from list 1. So now Gray will be compared with the Garvik. So Garvik and Gray, the first characters both same. Go to the second one. GA you have, here you have GR. So GA is less than GR. So name 1 is less than name 2. Right? When name 1 is less than name 2, next name from list 1. So James and Gray will be compared. Now James is bigger than Gray. So what you need to do? Next name from list 2. So James and James will be compared, which is equal. I will copy it over to this. Once again let us go to the next two names, Johnson and Johnson, which are equal. So I will copy it over here. And then comes Cans and Cats. So CA, there is a match, and again if you go CAT, so obviously CAT is bigger than CAR, so name 2 is bigger than name 1 is less than name 2, so you need to take the next name from list 1. So this and this I need to match now. Lambert and Cats. So Lambert is bigger than Cats. So what I need to do? Next name from list 2. So Lamberts and Peters I need to do. So Peters is bigger than, sorry, Lambert and Peters we need to do. So obviously Peters is bigger than Lambert. So name 1 is less than name 2. So take the list name from list 1. So I need to go for Miller and Peters now. So Miller and Peters, if I go, Miller is less than Peter. So name 1 is less than name 2. So you need to take the next name from this itself. So Peter and Peter, there is a match. So I will write it over here. Okay. Then you go for next two names, Roseworld, Reston and Roseworld. So Reston is less than Roseworld. So what will happen? Next name from list one, Roseworld and Roseworld you are going to consider which is equal. So I will write it over here. Then comes Turner and this one. So if you are going to compare this, obviously this is greater than this. So next name from list 2. So these two I am going to compare which is greater. So these two. So this is greater now. Walker is greater. So what I need to do now? So first name is less than second name. So I need to go to the next one. But there is no name in the list one. So I can wind up saying there is no match later. So this is what I have as the output list. So these are the names which are common for both the list. This is how we are going to find out the matched list. Now let us go for the function of cosequential match process. So if you consider here, you will be having different functions inside the match function. So you can see here match function where you have different parameters, list 1 name, list 2 name and output list name. So list 1 name is the name 1 and list 2 name is the name 2. List 1 name is the name which is selected from list 1 and list 2 name is the name which is selected from list 2 and output list name, it is the matched list whichever you want to put it as the output list. Okay, and you have one more variable called as more item. Now I will call a function initialize list which is going to initialize these values. Now for list 1 name I am going to initialize it as 1 and for list 2 name I am going to initialize it as 2. So this is name 1 and this is name 2. Then initialize output, I am going to initialize the output list name. Initially everything will be 0 in the output list name. Now what I am going to do is more item is equal to next item in the list 1 and the next item in the list 2. If any one of this is not there, then we can wind up saying there is no more item to be matched. As we have done in the previous logic, if list 1 is having item, then you are going to proceed with the match operation. When list 1 got empty, the last item was done with matching process, then you need to stop the process. So you are going to use AND operation. If both the list contains the items, then only proceed. If any one of these list is empty, then no need of continuing it. Okay. Now while more items, if something is there in the list, more item is nothing but if something is there, then more item will be there. So if something is there in the list, then you need to do the following operation. So if item 1 is less than item 2, what we need to do? We need to take the next item from list 1 as we have done in the previous algorithm. If name 1 is less than name 2, next name from list 1. So if item 1 is less than item 2, next item from the list 1. Else if item 1 is equal to item 2, what we need to do? If name 1 is equal to name 2, output the name, read the next name from both the list. So if item 1 is equal to item 2, process the item 1, process item 1 in the sense you got the match and you need to output. Okay, so in the process item you are going to process item function, you are going to output the things. So output the matched list, matched item. Then in the more item, you need to take next item in list 1 and next item in list 2. Both you need to take for more item. Once again, if item 1 is greater than item 2, more item is equal to next item in the list 2. So if item name 1 is greater than name 2, next name from list 2. So next item in the list will be 2. And after this process, so this will be repeated until you have more items. When you get empty in any one of the list, you just finish it up. So finish up function you are going to call and return 1. So this is the co-sequential match function. So the next topic we have is merging, co-sequential merging process, merging two lists. So an important difference between matching and merging is that with merging, we must read completely through each of the list. In matching process, what we have done, if any one of the list is empty, then you need to stop. But in merging, that is not possible. You need to go to each and every list completely. At each step in the processing of the two lists, we can assume that we have two names to compare, a current name from list 1 and current name from list 2. Let's call these current names as name 1 and name 2. And the algorithm is we can compare the two names to determine whether name 1 is less than, equal or greater than, in the same as we have done in the matching process. So if the name 1 is less than name 2, copy the name 1 to the output file and read the next name from list 1. If the name 1 is greater than name 2, copy the name 2 to the output file and read the next name from list 2. If the names are same, either copy name 1 or name 2, both will be same, right? So to the output file and read the next name from both the list. So what is the difference between matching and merging now? In the matching process, if the name 1 is less than name 2, we directly go to the next name from list 1 and comparing. We are not going to output it, we are not going to put it in the output file. But here we are going to put it in the output file so that we will get all the elements which are there in the list. Okay, so let us go for the example now. So I'll take the same example whatever we have done in the previous matching process. So list 1 contains Adams and tilde Turner. The same list I have taken for list 2 also. Now I will match with this will be the name 1 and this will be the name 2. So I will match these two. I will compare these two. These are equal. So when it is equal, copy either name 1 or name 2 because both are equal, right? So I will write the output list over here where you will get the merged list. Okay. So Adams both are equal, so I will write it here. Next, I am going to compare Carter and Anderson. So Carter is greater than Anderson. Go for the second option. Copy the name 2 to the output file. So name 2 is Anderson. I will copy that. And read the next name from list 2. Now Carter and Anderson gets compared. So when these two are compared, Anderson is less, Carter is bigger than that. So copy the name 2 once again. So you will get Andrews and again compare these two. Carter and Beck. So Beck I am going to copy. Why we are copying? Because whichever is smaller, so here if I consider name 1 is bigger than name 2, that time copy the smaller name to the output file and read the next name from list 2. If name 1 is smaller, Copy the smaller name 1 to the output file and read the next name from list 1. Okay, so now I need to read the next name from list 2. Now Burns is smaller, I'll write that. Then read the next name from list 2. Carter and Carter both are equal, so I will write that and then read the next name from both the list. Since Carter is done with, now if you consider this, Adams I have written, Anderson I have written, Andrews, Beck, Burns, Carter. All these elements are being written. Next comes Chin and Davis. So Chin is smaller. That I am going to write over here. And next name from the list 1. Davis and Davis both are equal. I will write that. And next name from both the list. This is how you are going to write. Now what will happen is you will get all these names which are there in the output list without any duplication. So you will get the merged list as the output list, and that output list will not have any duplicate entries, and also those output lists will be sorted. Okay, now we have reached over here Davis. Now Foster and Dempsey. So I need to write Dempsey, then I need to increment it by 1. I need to go to the next name. So Foster and Gray, I need to write Foster. Then I need to go to the next name in the list 1. Garwick and Gray, I need to write Garwick. Then next name from, so James and Gray, I need to write Gray. Then next name will be James and James, I will write James. Okay, I'll continue the list over here. Now Johnson and Johnson, I will write Johnson. Then you have these two where I am going to write Cons. Then I will compare Lambert and Cards. So I need to write Cards. Then I will compare Lambert and Peters. So Lambert I will write. Then comes these two, Miller and Peter. So Miller I am going to write, which is smaller. Then comes Peters and Peters. So I will write Peters. So now both lists I need to update. Reston and Roosevelt. So Reston I will write. Then Roosevelt and Roosevelt, I will write any one of that. Then these two. So I will write this first. SCHMIDT. Then comes these two, Thayer and Turner. So I need to write Thayer. Then Turner and Walker. So Turner. Then comes Turner and Then comes, now Turner and Walker is been done, right? So I have written Turner now. Now here there is now if I have written this smaller element, I need to increment and I need to go to the next name now. But there is no next name. So what I need to do is when I get the end of list 1, now there is no element in list 1. Now what I need to do, whatever is pending in list 2, that I need to write. Walker and Willis are pending, that I will write in the merged list. So now what you have got, actually you have got everything which is there in list 1 and list 2. You cannot see any duplicate entries over here, and also your output list will be in a sorted order, ascending order. So this is called co-sequential merge process, and this is what the function of merging process. Merge two lists, you will be having list 1 name, list 2 name, and output list name. And as you have more items 1 and more items 2, so initialize the list with the list 1 name, you are going to initialize with 1, list 2 name you are going to initialize with the 2, output list you are going to initialize with the output list name. Now, if there is something in if there is something in list 1, then that will be copied over to more item 1, and if there is something in list 2, that will be copied over to more item 2. So, this is the difference between matching and merging. In the matching process, you are going to use AND operator. If any one of the list is empty, then you are going to wind up the things. But here that is not possible. You have to have, if any one of the list is empty, then also you need to proceed. That is why we are going to use OR instead of AND. And if something is there in more items 1, you have to proceed. If any one of this list, suppose more item 1 is not there, it is empty, then if you are going to check whether something is there in more item 2. If more item 2 carries some element, then you need to proceed with the steps. Otherwise, if both the lists are empty, then the case will become 0. Then you need to stop the loop. Now, inside this loop, what you have? The comparison, as we have done in the algorithm. So, if item 1 is less than item 2, name 1 is less than name 2, then process item 1, that is, you are going to output it, right? You need to output it. So, in the previous co-sequential match function, if item 1 is less than item 2, you have directly done more item. There is no process item, that is output is not there in this. But here you need to output that element, right? Process item 1 needs to be done in order to get the output. Okay, and then more item 1, you are going to put the next item in the list 1. Else, if item 1 is equal to item 2, what you need to do? You need to process either item 1 or you can write it as item 2. Anything is fine. Process item 1 or process item 2. Anything is okay. Here I have taken as process item 1. Either the name 1 or name 2. Any one of that you are going to process. Then more item 1 you are going to take it from the list 1, more item 2 you are going to take from the list 2. This step whatever we are going to do. If name 1 is equal to name 2, copy either name 1 or name 2 to the output list and then read the next name from both the files. If item 1 is greater than item 2, then process the item 2, then more item 2 is equal to next item in the list 2. Then after this, if you doesn't have any item in your list, if more item 1 and more item 2 both are empty, then finish up return 1. So this is how you are going to do the merging process, co-sequential merge operation.